Hello, everyone, and welcome officially to Rogues Gallery Live. All right, like I said, welcome to Rogues Gallery Live. Hope everybody's doing well out there. This is episode number 73, and I had a bunch of people message me and said, hey, Chris, you said you weren't going to have a show till the 6th. Well, surprise, here we are. We're going to have a show, and the reason why we're having a show tonight is because we have a lot of photos to look at, and the next 3 shows or so are all going to be special shows. So we won't have a chance necessarily. We might get to some, but like next week's show, we're doing the auction show. So we thought, why not? Let's look at some photos tonight to kind of keep it short and sweet. But anyway, thanks for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. We'll talk a little bit tonight about the Captain America statue, kind of whatever else is going on. And like I said, we have a lot of photos to look at. Let me introduce the gallery. As always with us, Mr. Jeff Morris in the house. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the show. We also have, he has been gone, but now he is back. He is officially here in living color, Mr. Lawrence Uhl Jr.
Hey, everyone. Good to be back. Thanks for having me back, Chris. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Welcome back to the show. Just below me here from the Secret Sanctuary, we have Mr. Jeff Delaney in the house.
Hey, everybody. I'm on day 7 of Deadpool watch.
So let me get this straight. You've seen other collectors have it in hand.
There are people in the UK who have it from Sideshow, and I don't have mine yet.
And I know that yours has said like processing, right?
Preparing to ship.
Preparing to ship, which means that it is not, has it charged?
Yes, for a week.
So it's charged. Now, have you contacted Sideshow?
I have swam out to the container ships off the coast.
With like a little buoy, like a little inflatable.
I had my receipt in hand. Can't find it.
Have you contacted them?
Yeah, they said it's on one of those ships.
Oh, really?
Well, they said it's port problems. So it's either in the port or it's waiting to port, one of the other.
I'm surprised they went ahead and charged you without them having it in hand.
Well, that's what they do. They charge you when they believe it's going to arrive. But when it doesn't, you're kind of out that money until it arrives. They've always done it that way. And have you noticed? I don't know if you guys have tried to contact using the chat feature lately.
I hate it. First
you go to a bot.
Yes.
And then when you get through the bot, they send you to a Sideshow ambassador. That's a new thing.
Yep.
Who answers general questions. And then if you don't like their response, they'll send you to customer service.
Yep. But then
there's those ambassadors are just like us if we were answering questions for them.
That's what
I thought the ambassadors were.
And I contacted them about my Batcave, the monitor that wasn't working, flickering on and off. And so I had never used the bot. You know, I've always been really impressed with their online chat. I'm like, it's always great. You know, usually they'll say like you're 5th in line or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like, that's great. It shows you kind of how long you're gonna have to wait. This new bot, like you said, it goes to this, I don't know, like generalized like questions, like you can just type in and it'll try to process it, but then it doesn't understand what you're asking.
Yeah.
And then they send you to a real person, but then it immediately says that all the people are busy. Like,
and the best thing is when you finally get a person, you know, it has a picture for that person.
Yeah.
The picture for the person I got was of the bot. So I had to say, is this a real person? And he said, this is Miles. I'm a real person. So I'm assuming I spoke to a guy named Miles, or I could have spoken to a bot named Miles. I don't know.
Regardless, I want to give a major shout out to Miles. I bet Miles doesn't get a lot of love, so we'll give him some here in Rogues Gallery Live. So if Miles isn't watching, but so anyway, yours is at least supposedly in the or at least floating in the continental United States.
Yes. I mean, I know of a U.S. customer that has it, Matt, who's probably watching right now. He has his. And then UK Sean on the statue forum, he got his, I think, yesterday or today, and he's in the UK.
Wow.
Sideshow.
That's just
now, don't they usually sometimes overseas gets their stuff a little quicker than
I think they usually ship quicker, but they don't usually deliver quicker. So yeah,
and I still haven't seen a lot of photos of it yet. I mean, I've only seen like maybe two people that have posted photos, so I haven't.
Yeah.
You know, I kept waiting this week for your review. I figured for sure you'd have it, but like I can't believe that it's still.
There are currently 65 container ships parked out my front door. So,
wow. Can you actually see them in the harbor?
I can't see the harbor, but I can see the ships anchored away from the harbor.
It's crazy. I saw some aerial shots the other day, and I'm like, "Gee, Merry Christmas!" It's just, and it sounds.
That build a ramp from the ships out to dry land.
Some dudes with some dollies.
Some of them are far away. We went to Catalina last weekend, and that's 26 miles offshore, and there was one right by the island.
Wow! It's just, and I keep reading that that's going to continue to get worse and worse. Like it's not going to get better. Although, like you see some positives, like we saw our friend Todd get a big shipment in, and it sounds like maybe he'll get another shipment in
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, which fingers crossed has a big blue polystone statue for Dan in it.
Crossed.
Yeah, and so I just don't know, but at least I feel like there's been some good news here recently, and like obviously we got My Hush in and some other pieces, so pieces are trickling in. It's just not as quick as we would hope or like, but anyway, I'm excited for when you finally get that.
Me too. I got this space right here waiting for it.
It's just going to be perfect right there by your Marvel stuff right there. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
All right. We need to finish the introductions. We also have with Mr. Eric B. with us as always. Thanks for being here, Eric.
Thanks for having me. Hello, everybody.
Hello to you. And last but certainly not least, from Wayne Manor North, joining us once again, Mr. Dan Default is in the house.
Yes, in the lower right corner square. Yes.
Yeah, usually you're up here somewhere. Like it's weird seeing you down there in that corner. Yeah.
Freaking me out, man.
I know it's weird.
Manage this corner. Wow,
it's weird. It's weird. Well, let me say hello to some folks really quick, and then we'll get started. The man himself, Chester Smith, is in the house. Hey, Chester. We've got Bane 21. Let's see. Jager is here. Board Cube 1 of 2, always with us, and a Brotherhood member. Zachary Millett is here. Good evening. Chris and Logan, another member, back from a 6-day COVID hospital, resting, but hi, Chris, still alive. Thank God you're still alive. I was hoping for an update. That is great. Hopefully, obviously, if you were in the hospital, you had more than regular symptoms, so I'm sorry to hear that. Nicholas Capote is here. Hello to you. We got Brotherhood member Chedai Chisel in the house. Another member, Mike Stainbrook, is here, always with us. And it says, hey, Mr. Northern Bat. I like that. Nathan Chaffman is in the house. He says, happy Wednesday, Bat fan. Nelson Ortega is here. We've got John T in the house. Gotham Goon. Great to catch a live stream. Glad that you're here with us. Ryan E says, the whole crew is here. Absolutely. Rerum Trading. John Conroe and Demon Accords. Remember what he might be talking about. Arkham Gaming, Mark Chan, Kadashi Gemini, full panel. Oh, no.
It was on TikTok.
I know. I love it. Let's see. We've got Leo in the house. We've got Bruce, Wanda Quinn, Rick Cruz is here. Paula, another member, is here. Paula, hello to you. We got Edwin Diaz in the house. Elijah Mack. Glenn A is in the house. We've got Aiden Martinez. What's up, fellas? Looking great, Chris. Thank you very much. Let's see. Where's my official total? I'm down almost 42 pounds now.
Nice.
So
very good.
Got a long way to go, but it's a start for sure. Chris Porter's in the house. Hello, Chris.
Brad Ladner's here, and he's got a message retracted in the chat.
Oh no, that can't be good.
You have to worry what that is.
I know.
Did y'all not see it before it went away?
No, I did not. Did you? Yeah. Is it channel appropriate?
Yeah. It said he could only stay and watch half the show because he's going to South Korea to play some games.
Well, it's
I
don't know.
Cryptic,
Yeah, it is a little cryptic.
Thanks for money. Wish me luck. It popped back up.
Oh, that's funny. Gotham's Good is referring to Jeff. Yeah, you think that's all bad? I still haven't received my Deja Thoris. Oh man.
I sympathize.
Yes, he did. Yeah, how long did you wait for Deja Thoris?
A couple of years.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Aiden Martinez is here. We've got Max's Geekdom. Team Mitchell, another Brotherhood member. Hey, 95 people watching. Thank you so very much. Hit that like button if you would. It definitely helps the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Let's see. Bat Beast is here. Gotham says you have been put in the corner. Javier Garcia says, my first live show. Hey, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Glenn says, love your collection. Love your guys' collections. Thank you very much. We have some absolutely outstanding collections here in the Rogues Gallery. The Bataholic, my Prime 1 blue version, Gotham by Gaslight, will be in hand Monday. I've got some photos of that in hand. Really excited to talk about it. And I've got some photos. Like it's a lot bigger than I was expecting. It looks really great.
Looks good.
Max's Geekdom. Hey, Chris, how's things? Doing okay. Kickbacks asking, anybody snag the official or the Black Edition Dark Knight Master Race? I didn't, but it looks good. A good brand with 1/5 statues. I'll let the panel answer.
Tweeterhead,
Masters of the Universe.
Yep, I agree. That's a great start for sure.
Prime One's got some nice Batman 1/5 pieces.
They do.
That's a good point.
A lot of the Sideshow dios are 1/5.
Sideshow Star Wars Mythos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, isn't that Gotham by Gaslight? That's 1/5, isn't it?
I believe so. Yep.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
That's been so tempting, that piece.
I know. And wait till you see, like, I took a screen grab of, I think they might have been Italian, but they did a review like a month ago because they got it earlier. But I hadn't really seen it next to a person. Like, it's big. So I'm excited to show you the photo.
I'd love to see that next to a quarter scale. Another villain or something like.
Yes.
Would it look odd amongst quarter scales, or would it look, is it even noticeable?
I mean, I'm sure it would be a little bit, but I still think it might hold its own a little bit. I mean, it's like putting like the new 52 next to a Prime 1 or a third scale. It's not going to be the same, but they're both are sizable,
True.
David P. Murphy, hello to everyone. Another member. Thank you for being here. Glenn says, I love your channel. I like watching all your new statues. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Paula says, my Keaton Batman got lost in shipping. Oh, no. Yes, it does suck right now, Paula. Late Night Trip is here. Hi, Rogues from East Boston. Hey, thank you for being here, Diablo. Let's see. We got Raul. Javier says, what's up, everybody? Let's get down to business. Chris, don't let that hush go. Oh, it's not going anywhere. I have had so many people suggest I paint it black. Like a lot of people. Because it does look good in Eric's mock-up. Did you guys all see what it looked like?
I have to admit, it looked really good.
It did. And
it's not a purist version at that point, but it looked really good.
But so have I been there's a quarter of me have been tempted this week, because I have painted some statues before. I have an art background, so that's something that I could do, and I think fairly easily. However, one thing it does lose is the cross hatching, because the cross hatching is kind of it's a darker shade of kind of a black. So some people hate that cross hatching. So I think you would lose some of that detail. Like, Dan, does that bother you at all, the cross hatching?
No, not at all. And Chris, like you, and in so many other ways, you and I have very, very same kind of aesthetic sensibilities.
Yep.
I prefer the black, even though I love my quarter scale blue version, by the way, from Sideshow. Love it. But I prefer the black. The cross hatching doesn't bother me as a big Jim Lee fan.
Yeah.
But that mock-up there looked really stinking good.
It did look really good. And it feels like it fit my collection better.
I feel like it would fit my collection better.
Yeah.
Especially where I have the Sideshow blue one that I like.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen, guys.
What's that?
Likely.
It will.
It's going to happen. And I bet that they do like a gray cross hatching on the black.
Maybe I'll do my own cross hatching.
Oh, maybe you will.
The only thing to remember is that sometimes with the variants, you don't get all the heads.
Yeah, which I'm okay with. Like, I know Dan got the deluxe, but like I just wanted it to look exactly like it does in the comics. And I appreciate all the deluxe heads. And it's nice to change it out, but I just wanted it true to that cover. And I just thought, well, I just, if I'm never going to display it, why spend the extra money? And so like, that was just me. But I guarantee there was a lot of positive chatter from Eric's mock-up. Like, I think that, as I know Prime One, watches what we do in our group. Like, I know that they have a pulse in the community, and I would guess 100% that you'll see that variant. It'll be 5 years from now, but you'll see it. You'll see it.
Never know.
How long did it take for the first flash?
It seemed pretty quick.
Like 2 years?
I don't even know if it was 2.
I don't think so.
I think it was maybe a year and a half.
Yeah, I think you'll see it about the same time period for this one.
I always wonder,
the blue one gets low stock.
Do you ever wonder if they don't sell a certain amount of statues, like they just have a bunch on stock? Those are the ones that they repaint.
That's what I think Sideshow does with their variants.
Yeah, I
do
so
too. I was just curious if that, because I know like the edition size. I mean, they usually put the information on it, and maybe they don't do that. Well, I would assume they do it in production, but like I always questioned that. I wondered if they just repainted ones they haven't sold.
It's possible. I mean, Elektra and Daredevil had both already sold out when the variant came out.
Oh,
completely regular and exclusive. So,
but let me ask you this: what does sold out mean these days?
Well, see, that's the thing. If Sideshow,
because I mean, like the whole seconds thing, like where did all those magically come from?
If Sideshow was being cool about it, and they were doing it in batches, the piece would go to wait list. Sold out should mean sold out.
Right.
Completely.
No more available.
If they want to go to wait list and come out with 37 batches, I have no problem with that. But when they say something is sold out and come out with a new batch, that's really annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree 100%. I mean, you could say that they have a certain amount of statues that in the past they've deemed unshippable because of the damaged boxes. Although I would think that if a statue is just a damaged box, why couldn't they just print another box and then ship it as a regular statue? So I appreciate Go ahead.
No, sorry. Somebody in the group received a statue where it didn't even have the art box.
I have seen that as well. And I know that Sideshow over the years has done that a few times where they've sent out, just like a big white box, with not an art box. And I don't know what dictates that. I think there might have been like one of the Batman busts or something. One of the larger busts didn't have an art box. So that,
I think a recent Hulk
maybe that's
come with an art box, and their 1/6 scale Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
That thing, it just came in a shipper box, but the box is huge.
Yeah. This was for the seconds though, so it was supposed to come with an art box.
Oh, it's a piece that originally had one.
Yeah, but somebody posted that. It says in the description, if you read the fine print, it says it might not include an art box at all. So it was on. It was the seconds program. They didn't get an art box. They just got a makeshift shipper covering the styrofoam, and that was it.
And that might have been the case where the art box originally that was on it was damaged to that extent that they had to do something else, which is still cool. The statue's fine. Yeah. I think, as somebody that, I appreciate the art boxes, but it's not a necessity. I would rather them do all white boxes or something and then cut the costs a little bit. Like that would be, I would be 100%, as long as it's got the brown shipper and the right styrofoam and everything. That's all I care about. Like, I don't care about I'm not displaying the boxes. I don't know hardly anybody. I have seen a few collectors that do that.
What's funny is the person that this happened to, the guy does display the boxes.
Of course.
He has all of his statues on top of the boxes in his room.
Yeah, of course.
What was the statue? Did we know what statue it was?
Which one was it?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. Don't know.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the whole sold out thing is I agree with Jeff. I think that's an issue if they suddenly find a whole bunch more. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to Chris Porter. Chris lives in my town, and he said, ordered my first statue today. Worried about the can of worms I just opened. Chris, you have no freaking idea.
Pandora's box.
What you just did. Yeah, you have no idea what you just
justifiably worried. That's all I can say. You
should. Yes, you might as well just pack your bags and like head out of town because, yeah, absolutely. The Bataholics volunteering to show us some photos or video. Yeah, we'd love to see some photos and maybe even a video. We do have somebody that's going to be filming a review for us here on the channel. But if that falls through, we would love to have you, provide some footage for us for sure. Because I'm kind of questioning if I should get it now. I love the size of it, and I love the art that it's from. So, Wayne Noon says, "Love the channel. You guys got me into collecting. Just got the Dark Knight Returns statue from Sideshow. That's an awesome piece. Congratulations."
Indeed.
Emma Cosgrove says, "Finally made a live stream. Not sure how long I'll be able to watch. Being 1 a.m. here in the UK. Man, if it was 1 a.m., I'd be fast asleep. So thanks for being here, Emma. I appreciate it." Let me make sure I didn't miss very many more people. Kickback is here. Everybody's welcoming Chris to the rabbit hole. Paul says plenty of black Batman statues down the road. Yeah, there's always going to be new versions for sure.
It seems like blue is less common.
Yeah, it is. And, it was funny because he was blue for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He's also been black for almost 30 years, right? I mean, and he started out as and I was thinking, like, somebody asked me about that the other day, and about, or I mentioned it in a video about the Black Batman to me started in '89, but that was not correct. I mean, he started out as the Black Batman. He had the black suit for many, many years, and then slowly transitioned to blue. I mean, I think of blue, I think of the 60s and 70s for sure. And then in 80s too. I mean, 80s was still blue, but it is funny you don't see it more often. It is. Let's see. Jeff, you had some books that you just got in. I wanted you to show folks.
Okay.
Got some cool stuff from J. Scott Campbell.
Oh, those two?
Oh, well, sure.
Let me get those.
Brad says black is more slimming. I agree with her. That's why I wear black all the time. Oh, David P. Murphy says, just finished my first custom shelf following Mr. Dan's video. That's awesome. That's very cool.
Oh, awesome. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, that's you can see those shelves right back there behind you.
Post some pictures. Yeah, there's a couple of them actually over both shoulders.
Yeah, absolutely. Post some photos in the group. We would love to see it. Absolutely.
Black's also good for when you're running around at nighttime trying to, hide on rooftops.
That's true. So here we got a great storm cover from J. Scott Campbell.
That's awesome.
And
I love this one. This
Magneto.
one's really good. Angle it just a little bit. Angle it just like, or not, or kind of like at a 45-degree angle. Like that's better, maybe.
No, that's worse.
We were talking about this one before the show. You don't see Jubilee very often.
No. It's very cool. Great colors.
Yep.
Very cool. Got 3 covers, and then you got an awesome one today, too.
Yep. It's for the Harley Quinn Eat, Bang, Kill Tour. Let's see. I have a regular cover.
It's really, really nice.
And let's see.
Very good.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yep. Jeff, do you display your books?
Some of them I have.
Do you kind of rotate them out?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't have there's not a lot of space to put crap out now.
I hear you.
So I do have a shelf that has Batman Who Laughs. I've got the Todd McFarlane figure and the Code of the Kia.
Gotcha.
And the graded version of the Dark Knight's Metal cover of him that I got. Probably it came out soon after the book came out because it was pretty cheap. It was like $60.
Oh, wow.
So
Nice.
it's the foil variant one.
Yep. Yeah, there's some great Batman Who Laughs covers.
That's for sure. I've loved just about all of them. They're so well done. I'm going to switch gears and I'm going to put Dan right here on the spot because Nathan Chaffman has some words.
Uh-oh.
I have 2 videos that I am shooting for Chris in the next couple of days.
There you go. So
I've really been trying to hold off for the Hush statue. And
yes.
But you know what? It's always one more statue.
It is always one more statue. Like I'm amazed, like how many people that I talk to, about being a featured collector, and it's it's the same story almost every time. It's like I'm just kind of waiting for these other 2 pieces to come in, and I say it's always 2 pieces waiting. I mean, it's like you can't ever your collection is never finished. This is just a snapshot of where you're at right now.
Chris, I know what video would break the internet.
What
You
do you
and
got?
I both painting our Hush statue together live.
Oh my God.
That could take longer than the Lego build.
I'm on like part 7, right? I mean, gee, but Christmas. Would you dare do that?
Yep.
Wow, that was a quick yep.
I definitely would.
That was a scary fast, yeah.
I definitely would.
God, you kind of have me thinking about it now.
Without question.
You gotta do that by hand or with an airbrush?
Both.
Okay.
See, I don't know. I don't have an airbrush, or I mean, I used it very little in college, but I would think.
You guys are so impatient. You don't wait 3 years for Prime 1 to put out the black one.
No, you know what? I mean, the airbrush is simply to lay down the base, and then, well, I guess you would want to get comfortable because you'd want to be able to do some of the shading with it as well. But I'd definitely do it.
Man, now you got me thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, you ordered the one with the Hush bandage, right?
With the bandages, yeah. I mean, there might be areas where you just have to do it by hand, but
Are you going to use that?
that's the main one I want to use.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking for one.
Eric's looking for one for his box. I'm surprised you're not going to use that, are you?
Nah.
You don't need that, dude.
What I would like to do,
Especially if you got to paint it.
I would really like, and maybe this is what Eric had in mind, but I would really like to buy the bust, and then if I found that head, put it on the bust and just set it in front of the statue, because it really looks good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the Hush head, for sure.
Yeah.
So if you guys want me and Dan to do a double painting Batman Hush black, do a thumbs up, right? Okay, do a thumbs up. Let us know
and hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button and hit it in the chat, both places. Okay, I'm challenging you, both places. Give a thumbs up if you want me and Dan to do that. Oh my gosh, it's making me nauseous, but it's kind of exciting too,
isn't it? Yeah, I do. I definitely do it
because somebody suggested, because I've been talking about this room plan, and I don't know if you guys saw the video or not, but I did. Yeah. Somebody suggested, and I thought it wasn't a bad idea, to this case over here, this main display, I can maybe move that over, but just do Batman on this wall. Just do all the different versions of Batman, Fabok and Arkham and Hush, and just do the different versions of Batman, and then have the villains on the sides. And I don't know if that kind of interests me. I'm thinking about doing these custom shelves, but then at the same time, I like, where would I put these small, like where would I put the Tweeterhead? Where would I put some of those smaller scale things? I just don't know yet for sure. I'm still trying to wrap, or like put my, got my books over here. Like where would I put those? But I thought that idea of Batman on the main wall was kind of intriguing.
If you were going to do that, Chris, that's where I think I would leave your Hush blue and put them right in the middle.
Yeah.
Something to kind of break it up, because that might look like a lot of Batman.
It might, and especially because I need a place for the Joker versus Batman diorama.
Yeah.
Like, where does that go? So I'm just trying to plan out a custom shelving whenever your collection constantly rotates. It's like,
it sounds like you might accidentally paint them black and then paint them blue again.
That's right. Yeah, I was going to say, like, great, Dan. Now you have that idea. I'm going to paint them blue again.
I personally like the blue with what you put it with over there, because you got like kind of, I don't know, just a colorful display with that. You got the orange with the Death Stroke, and then you got the green with the Poison Ivy, and you've got all this different color palette, and you got the purple on the Joker's pants there, and there's even some color, at least a little bit of color in the jacket for the Batman Who Laughs. I don't know. I think I personally like that. I think black would dull that too much for what you have there. I'm sure it looks awesome black, but I think that would just dull that whole thing a lot. Personally.
I will say this, and I appreciate Lawrence your thoughts on that, because I have had a lot of people say that Batman certainly stands out being blue. He is a pop of color. I don't love the color. Like, I don't love all of that color, because I like the dark, grim Arkham. I like that super gritty Batman universe. And so 70s color everywhere, like, I appreciate it, but it's just not me. It's not what I'm looking for necessarily. And that's why I thought maybe if I separated Batman from that display, but I don't know.
They sell airbrushes on Amazon.
Oh. Well, I tell you, if you can do some online tutorials for me, I might take you up on that. I might need some tips.
If you move that Iron Studios Joker behind you, over there where the Bermejo Joker is, and just kind of flip the two, and then you got all that color together.
Yeah, that might be. I have a lot of possibilities, and I'm tempted to do different things, but I do like the blue. I appreciate the blue, and it certainly and I, Jeff Morris always says, give it a week, see how you feel. He was right about the life-size bust. It doesn't feel as big now, and you're right. I do like that blue more. The more I see it.
Yeah, 7 to 10 days, they shrink down. They get smaller. When they're out in the air.
But anyway, again, collector problems, right? So anyway, anything you guys got in this week other than, I know Jeff's waiting for his stuff. Anybody else get anything new other than Dan waiting for his Hush?
Man, no, not statue wise. I've gone full in on all the new Masters of the Universe figure lines, and it's just constant barrage of just action figures.
We wanted to have you on the last show, but you were busy last week. We looked at all those new Tweeterhead announcements with all of those characters. So I wanted to pick your brain. What did you think about all those?
Oh man, I'm so excited for that. I mean, I messaged Chad after they revealed him, and just was so thankful to him and his team for giving that property a chance. It's really made this resurgence in the past couple of years, and I think they're taking a cool chance on those characters, and the Trapjaw looks amazing, and that Merman. I love Merman, so those figures are just absolutely gorgeous. And then they showed a Beastman, and Beastman looks really cool. I think that there's a couple things they can tweak here and there that make it a lot cooler in terms of some of the things on his shoulder gauntlets and just the pose a little bit. But I'm really excited for those. I'm all in on that line. I've got the T-Lo on pre-order. I have the life-size Skeletor bust on pre-order. I'm really excited about the life-size He-Man bust that they also showed as a mock-up or as a rendering. Even though I have the PCS life-size He-Man bust, I can see, I'll figure out a way to make room for all of those pieces.
That's awesome. Well, that line is just going to end up being incredible. Obviously, we talked about on the show where there's going to be some delays. Some of the things that they've announced or were going to announce, they've had to kind of push back on because of shipping and all of those issues and delays and things. I'm anxious to talk about a statue here real right off the bat. Speaking of delays or not delays and big surprises, is going to be that XM Apocalypse. So we're going to start the photos off with that. So do you guys have anything else you want to talk about before we get started on the photos?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Banners are off. That's good. Let's get started. All right. Can you see? Can you see this photo?
Yep.
All right. So this is the brand new quarter scale Apocalypse. This made its official debut this week. It's up for pre-order. Was this one like close to $1,500?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you guys think about that price point?
Well, he's a big fella.
I was thinking about it. I would compare him to, he's probably like the size of my Prime 1 Dark Side, and he was, I think, 1,100 or 1,200, and that was, 3 years ago, something like that, a few years ago. So, prices went up. So I guess 15 isn't too far off, especially it's probably a character that you don't see too often. They probably paid a little bit more for the license.
You do get switch out head and some different swap out weapons and things. Which are nice. Do you think this would be like the size of like a Sideshow juggernaut?
Yeah, he's big. He's big and he's bulky.
And Nathan says he's 31 inches tall.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Big.
That's prime.
Is that with his arm up, or is that with his hands clear up in the air?
I bet it's all the way up.
I bet it's this. Yeah. But I think it looks really good. Some people thought, I saw the comments that they thought it was too detailed.
Chris Paula Wanter, for the love of all that's holy, you leave the Batman blue with a 4.
Who said that?
Paula.
I don't know.
I'm with you, Paula. I think it would be like sacrilegious to paint that blue or paint black.
Is somebody eating their microphone?
That's me. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I apologize.
Having a Blair Witch moment.
I can't see other than the photo. So like, all I could hear is like, I was like, what was going on?
I think it was Morse code.
That's right. If you're in danger, just breathe heavily into the mic. But head sculpts look great here. I think. I think I prefer this one for sure.
Yeah.
But they look good.
A lot of details. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He looks sad.
Yeah, he does look sad. Like, wah, wah, I'm a sad clown.
Sad clown.
I don't know. It looks like it's like Ronald McDonald or something to me. With that.
Yeah. I keep seeing a lot of people like they complain about the Apocalypse from the X-Men movie, saying they want him to look like this comic book version. I can't picture him as like looking like this in the movies.
That detail is pretty awesome.
It's really awesome. It kind of reminds me of like the Mr. Freeze gun.
I was thinking the same thing.
Very similar look, kind of very mechanical. But that's where the money comes from here. I mean, it's
nice.
Very, very impressive. Again,
really
here's
cool.
the other gun. Look at that. Beautiful paint.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of fine detail work there.
Yeah, that looks great.
Got like little kind of like indentions, like bullet holes and weathering.
Boy, I tell you what, seeing this kind of work from XM, that detail really makes me curious to see their DC line, their Batman quarter scale.
Dan, does it terrify you?
Yep, it does.
Yeah, it terrifies me.
Yep.
Like I am honestly both really hoping it's this amazing and really hoping I hate it.
Yep.
They already got me with the Swamp Thing.
Yep.
And they did. What a difference.
That was huge.
I will again give major props to XM for not charging people more. Like that is still night and day, above and beyond just about anything I've seen from a company. Like that is incredible.
Yep.
That they offered that. And it's just so much better. And nothing against those other sculpts, but good Lord, I cannot wait for Delaney to review that one.
So I've seen some comparisons to people saying, why does it look like the Sideshow's Apocalypse with the pose? Is this like a common pose for him that to have his arm up like that?
I don't know. I did see those comments too. And the thing is, and the statue companies have been very forward and said there's only so many poses we could do, with the body. Like they're,
Actually, Ben Eng actually addressed it. He said we can't have the gun going forward.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is true. So obviously they've confirmed what we've known for a while about Warner Brothers definitely cracking down on what they're able to do.
This one's Marvel.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Marvel.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. So I guess that is the new development then, isn't it? Or have they always been that way?
It's weird. Like I've shown you guys. I was like, I have Prime 1 Cyborg, and he has the same cannon arm almost, and he's shooting it right at your face. So it's hard to say
I would
what
bet it's a recent development.
Yeah. That Cyborg is like 3 or 4 years old now, isn't it?
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I was
true.
thinking.
Look how big he is.
That's pretty big.
That's big. I wouldn't expect that to be under $1,000 from XM.
Yeah, no way.
Oh no. Yeah.
No.
How much was like Zatanna? Was she 800?
I'm not sure.
Eric, didn't you order that one?
What you talking?
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Didn't
I'm
you
sorry.
order Zatanna?
Zatanna? Yeah, I have Zatanna. Yeah.
How much was she? Was she 800?
Good question. Yeah, I want to say 800.
Yeah, I feel like she was 800. So like, I mean she's obviously going to be much, much smaller.
Yeah. They put out a picture with him standing next to Archangel. Do you have that one?
I do. It's coming up.
Yeah.
But even the base has a lot of cool stuff on it.
Yeah, this looks like it's like Juggernaut big, except he has weapons and maybe a bigger, taller base. Oh, it's hard to say.
Well, I think he's definitely going to be taller than Juggernaut because Juggernaut's so hunched down. There's Archangel. So
Zatanna was more like 1,000. She's a 1350 SGD. So
yeah, they don't look so different. There was another one where he looked like he was twice the size as Archangel.
I think I just saved this one. I think.
Yeah, it could have been the angles though. So
yeah, it could have been. But anyway, it's an impressive looking piece. I think the price is probably pretty justified. But here's the killer, guys. Okay, so this is crazy, and I think it was Delaney that confirmed with Ang Sang today.
Yeah.
So they posted these photos, so it's already in production. It literally went up for pre-order this week. It's already up for production. It's already being painted, or getting ready to be painted. And Jeff Delaney, do you want to announce what you found out from Ang?
Shipping by Christmas this year.
That's insane.
Unheard of, guys. What do you guys think about this?
For that price, I would pay the extra $200, $300, whatever it is, overpriced just to have it that early.
Keep that in mind. If you're ordering from a distributor, it'll take them about 3 months to get it. So you're looking at March. But if you're dealing with a contact that ships by air, you're going to have a very Merry Christmas.
But still think. Oh, go ahead, Dan.
I was gonna I guess a question for everybody is: doesn't this make you wonder about how the statue companies think about production relative to pre-orders? Like this made me think when Jeff mentioned this. I saw the dialogue earlier today. Made me wonder that I've been thinking all along, like, okay, the statue companies wait to see the pre-orders. Then they set the edition size,
right?
Then they think about a production schedule, and that's why we're seeing these longer and longer lead times.
Yeah,
XM clearly taking a different tact with this one. I wonder if this is indicative of a change in direction for them. Because one of these companies got to step up and say we could do it better. Sideshow to me is kind of the one that's right in the middle, right? They don't. Their stuff is usually around a year or something from announcement to delivery,
give or take. Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if XM is making that move because clearly they're well down the path before they even showed anybody, right?
I feel like XM in the past has been very innovative. Like I don't remember very many companies, if any, announcing the MTO. And I know that they've shied away from it. Maybe now they're back a little bit to the MTO, but I thought that was brilliant to do that. It's like, see how many orders you get and that's the ES. Like it's simple as that. Like, but I get why, we've talked before on the channel about factory issues and they have to have a certain number produced to make any profit. And like, we've talked about all of that, but I just think it's freaking awesome. I mean, we talked about it earlier in the chat. Like, could you imagine a 6-month turnaround time?
Yeah.
Or less. We're talking 3 or 4 months right now.
I mean, they could improve the sales numbers on their pieces, I think, just because they deliver a lot quicker. I mean, imagine a company that's delivering on a 6-month schedule from announcement rather than 18 months plus. I mean, that's a big difference.
So do you see them are they setting their own ES then from the start? Like, are they going to say, okay, let's just say that we're only going to make 500 of these Apocalypse? Or is that what they're going to do?
A first batch. Okay, Jeff. Jeff, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I think my theory anyway is that they're going to do this if it's a sure bet. I think they think this piece is a sure bet.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're comfortable saying, we're going to make 999 of these, and we're going to sell them. So why in the world would we go through the process of waiting to see how many orders we get? If we have a slot in production, let's put it in there, get these pieces out, make customers happy, bring in a lot of cash. Why not? If they can do it, I think they've done it with a couple of other pieces in the past. So I think it's awesome, and I think it's great if they can make it work.
I just think it's brilliant. I think that the last nearly 2 years that we've had has been, a nightmare in every sense of the word, with pandemic and shipping and rising costs and everything else. I think that is just really awesome news for collectors to say, hey, again, I might be able to have this by Christmas.
Yep.
I mean, again, 3 years plus now for my Harley from Prime 1.
Yeah, the way I was looking at it is if they know they're going to sell them as these companies usually do, why not start off a small batch and reward the people that, order ahead of time, pre-orders, and ship those first batches out to those people. I mean, the only issue you have to worry about is cancellations, which is most recent with Prime 1. Other than, before that, we've never had cancellations with statues. So
True.
As long as they have the confidence that this statue is going to sell, they have nothing to worry about.
Well, and it may just be a pilot too. I mean, regardless of confidence interval, they may just have a, hey, let's pilot something. Let's see how it works. Let's see if we can turn this into something. And then, when you start talking about their WB license or DC license becoming worldwide, maybe that's an opportunity for them that they saw that said, hey, that's a license we really want to be able to do this with. Let's try it with one of these other pieces first before we go down that road and see if that actually works. Because I think we all know that license is going to sell pretty well. And you start making Batman, with worldwide distribution, with that quality and, what they bring to the table, they're going to sell those, a ton of those, right? So maybe they just thought, well, maybe let's try a piece we know we'll sell a bunch, pilot it, and then see if we can actually continue this.
Yeah, if done well, I think that, and again, like Dan said, like if it's done well, it could be a major hit for XM. I feel like their current Batman line with the Samurai line, it's a crapshoot because it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's not, I don't feel like they could do that on a line like that, but a line that is well developed and you remember when they put all those names out, like they're, all these villains that they're doing, like that was smart because it gives collector confidence that those are going to come out at some point. So yeah, I think Lawrence, you might be right. I think it absolutely might be a pilot type program to see how it goes, but I just thought that was really awesome. Really awesome. Okay. Let me get back into the pictures here.
Didn't they do this last year with Batman Shugo? Wasn't that a quick turnaround too?
I feel like it was very quick.
Yeah.
Him and Joker. But I don't remember seeing like pieces in pieces in production
right
before as it was being pre-ordered. Like I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
It like just went up for pre-order.
Yeah. Literally this week. So it's just crazy.
I think their Thanos was quick too.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Let's switch gears to this one. This one had some controversy this week. So earlier this week, we had some leaked photos with a price point on this. This is a half scale Chris Evans Captain America from the Endgame movie. And this is a very iconic moment in the film. And there was like a test deal released by Queen Studios. John has volunteered to come on the show and talk about this piece and like what the issue was with this piece. But basically, they quoted a quote of $3,090. Everybody was losing their mind, and with good reason. That's a lot of money for what other half scales have been going for. They've been going around the $2,000, a little bit more mark as of late, sometimes more. And they did, John did reach out to me and that day and said, hey, Chris, just to let you know that the price was not, legit. It was just a mock-up type thing. There is some question whether, they were just testing the market to see kind of if people would complain or not. That's, a possibility. But regardless, the price did come out today. All of these official photos, and the price is $2,200 for this piece. What do you guys think about this piece, and what do you think about the controversy?
I think it's going to sell very fast.
I do too.
Yeah.
You said that as of late, that half scale been going for 2,100, 2,000. To me, that was 4 or 5 years ago. When you're looking at the Prime 1 half scale Trinity, those are all around $2,000, $2,100, I think, for the Wonder Woman. This is.
I think she was like 24.
So you know what? And I think they're making 699 of these.
Yeah.
I think they're going to blow those out real quick.
I doubt it will last 24 hours, which makes me kind of sad because I would love to get one.
What do you think of the lightness?
Looks good.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think it's incredibly close. The level of detail on this is very well done. Obviously, you have some swap outs. The biggest critique that I've heard from the community is that people wish they had a second hand that didn't have the hammer.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been real smart. I think that that's something they can still do. Like I don't know if you just want a fist, or I think even a fist would be fine. But Queen Studios is very, very good about listening to feedback. Again, we've seen it from companies like XM adding that extra Swamp Thing torso. I think it would be a no-brainer to do just a fist or have him hold something else, and just to make fans happy, especially at this price point. But congratulations to everybody getting this. I really do think it looks phenomenal. Do you think that they would have sold out at that $3,090 price point?
Not as fast, but their customer base is full of fools. So
aren't we all, Mr. Jeff? Absolutely.
I think they just. Personally, I don't think anything from anywhere ever just leaks. I think a leak from this to the White House is a planned gauge to see reaction.
Yep.
And I think they ran this up the flagpole to see which direction the wind would blow, and it did not blow their way.
I think you're right.
But you could also see it the other way. So let's say that you show a photo with $3,000 and everybody freaks out, then 2,100 looks really freaking awesome, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it makes you want to buy it because the price is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be the reverse. It's all psychology. And again, we're speculating here. Again, John has volunteered to come and talk about all of this, but we can speculate all we want. It's still an awesome statue. I think I agree with everybody. This is going to sell out. I also thought this was really weird that this switch out shield was only going to last for 3 days. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't the broken shield only? I should say the Thor's hammer only makes sense with the broken shield, though, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Right.
Did he even have the shield? Didn't he have a different weapon at that point? Or did he have the shield?
Did he have that purple thing?
Remember, he straps on the shield real tight.
Yeah.
He didn't have that pointy thing? Oh, no.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Eric. But I can't remember for sure. But that does make sense to have the broken shield. And that would make more sense if people don't want the hammer with the full shield.
That's my point. I think an arm, just with a fist, something similar to what Iron Studios did, makes a lot of sense with the unbroken. Gives you a lot more display options with that piece.
Is there any chance that hammer? Is there any chance the hammer comes out of his hand, or is it glued in?
I think it's one piece.
I don't think it would stay up that high in his hand if you could.
I mean, it could key into his hand somehow, but I would assume that it's one piece.
Yeah.
This is a piece that, we've talked about, we have a Disney room and stuff like this. This would be a piece I would consider. I don't love half scales. It's not my favorite. obviously 1/3 is, but this is freaking beautiful looking statue. Like, I love. Some people haven't liked the stands. I love the stands. I think it looks, fantastic. Let me show you that first photo again. I just think that looks great.
Yeah. You get that in the half scale Mark 85. Your TV room is done.
Yeah,
100%.
It is.
Here's some photos that they put out also, just of the actual statue, not in regular photos, but at their facility, just to see some of the detail. And we got to see some images of him next to the Iron Man suit, and again, it just looks really fantastic together. I would like to know from them if they're doing if they're planning on doing more characters.
Well, the question is, are they going to do Fat Thor?
Well, that's a good point.
Right? And would you buy Fat Thor for screen accuracy?
Yeah, like I wouldn't, but
no, I wouldn't either.
See, I think if they're smart, they'll do that switch out hand.
Yep.
Because then this Captain America will work with thin Thor, Fat Thor, and multiple Iron Men.
That's true. Yep. I think it is a very easy, inexpensive fix. And like I said, they're very good at listening to feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So, John, Queen Studios, if you're watching, please consider that for the fans.
Yeah, because that suit changes every movie.
Yeah,
that's not enough to, unless you're in, if you know.
Yeah.
But the average person will never pick up on it.
This is one of my favorite suits.
Me too.
Yeah.
Definitely better than the Avengers film, which sucked.
Yeah.
That suit was so bad.
I think the suit was supposed to be bad.
Yeah, it looked bad. Let's move on to some other XM teasers. This is, what was this? Was this War Machine?
I think it's War Machine. The big War Machine.
It looks massive. And I don't know the scale. I think it's quarter, but this is like Hulkbuster, but War Machine inside.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is. That's War Machine with a what is his armor called?
I forget the name. Maybe somebody in the chat knows.
Wow.
Oh my God, this thing's gonna be insane.
Massive. Looks more like a Warhammer 40K kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that's what it was until I just zoomed in. Like, that's crazy big.
It's quarter scale.
Yeah, think of that. Good Lord Almighty. All right, well, that'll be one to watch for. We also got teased, I believe, another quarter scale Magneto.
Yep.
So this one will be fun. I bet this one will have a lot of swap outs. But obviously, he's got an unmasked portrait holding this helmet. Looks like a fabric cape. But this one will be fun to watch.
It wouldn't be fabric from XM.
I was going to say, XM doesn't do fabric.
Oh, okay. Well, I just saw that seam. That must just be sculpted.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Thanks for letting me know that.
Yep.
Let's switch gears here to Dark Side Collectibles. This one we talked about last week with the big, reveal of their DC license. There's still some question. We haven't heard anything else from them. I have reached out to Dark Side Collectibles, and I'm currently talking with them. And so hopefully we'll be able to get them on the show to hear their side of the story about this line. This is up for pre-order right now at Sideshow. This is the Captain Picard. This is, I believe they're all doing 1/3 scale pieces. They also have some video game pieces that are in production right now. The price point was high. You guys remember how much this one was?
$1,500.
Yeah, $1,500. There are a few swap outs, which made me a little bit happier about the price, but it's still extremely high for what is a fairly simplistic looking statue, which does make me worry about the prices of those DC characters if they do them. But what do you think about the overall statue and overall likeness?
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Close.
That's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good. I feel
I don't like the pose.
Do what?
The pose looks weird to me.
Well, there are different. Like, he's got his hand up, and then there's also other ones where he's like, this guy's like that one. So there's different arm swap outs.
There's one where he's holding. Yeah, he always had tea.
Yeah, he's got his cup of tea.
Wow, it just looks like a mannequin to me.
Yeah, I talked to someone who said that it looked wooden, and I thought,
Yeah.
oh, it does look a little wooden.
Yeah.
Well, especially, and this is what I wanted to point out. After looking at these photos, there's some nice detail. But I think the base looks really nice. It looks very cleanly painted. But look at their hands.
That's
It looks, in my opinion, really bad.
that is not good.
Yeah.
It looks very either like super plasticky or, like you said, wooden. So I would
Everybody
like
in
to-
Batman's got gloves though, so
that's true. So like, let's yeah.
Actually,
we
you know
shouldn't
what?
have to worry
It
about
reminds
hands.
me, it looks like it's is it traditionally sculpted?
It very well might be. I don't know. I don't know anything about this company, and that's why I want to have them on so we can find out a little bit more about them.
Yeah, they haven't revealed much about themselves.
But I just was really disappointed in the way the hands look.
That's scary.
It has like all these little bits of things on it. Like I don't know what that is. But like even the fingernails don't have any color differentiation. It's like it's just all painted. Although it does have some white tips. But I feel like that's something that they could definitely work on. If you're competing versus Prime One's translucent resin, like you're not going to stand a chance. I feel like they have to up their game.
Yeah.
But especially at that price point.
I think that sleeve is bugging me.
You get the fuzz balls off the hands.
No, the fact that this, where you could tell it's not a sleeve, it was just solid inside where the hand goes.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. I can't
Well,
tell.
the other
It's a
one-
shadow.
It was the one that this.
Oh, right there. It is.
Yeah.
It's not hollow.
No,
That's hilarious.
that's bugging me.
No, so I feel like they could use some work, but it's exciting that they have these licenses. So I hope they're able to improve, and I guess
think-
we'll see.
I think they're seeing some price resistance. I mean, this went up on Sideshow on Thursday, so almost a week ago. The edition size is only 150. You'd think they'd be gone by now.
I haven't heard of one person buying it.
No, I haven't either.
Nobody's posted. So, and I'm in all the groups, so I've not seen anything on this piece.
I don't think that would sell as well as Spock. I mean, Spock is kind of Spock.
Yeah, Spock's definitely more iconic.
And
So anyway,
Spock's available too. He's been up for pre-order for many months, and I think he's 150 for the X and 300 for the collector's edition. And I think the collector's edition is gone, but the exclusive is still available.
Wow. I thought this looked really good. This is the Hot Toys. Is it Iron Patriot, right?
Yep.
This piece looks pretty incredible.
That's cool.
I've seen some videos of that, people unboxing it, and it's massive.
It's just got so many parts to it. I think it looks pretty phenomenal. And there's also, I do have a photo here of the out of the box.
Nice.
So it's kind of gives you an idea. And then there's the roadie head.
Looks good.
Yeah,
That does look really good.
looks just like him.
Yeah.
It's really incredible. But I just thought that looked pretty badass.
They should do more quarter scale stuff.
Yeah, they should.
Where is the quarter scale Captain America? They should have done that.
Yeah.
So
It
the
would've been
other
very
piece was
popular.
called War Machine Buster.
War Machine Buster. Okay, thanks for looking that up.
War
Was that an
Machine.
Endgame? Because it's in. I see like they make a lot of Lego pieces and it says
Yeah, they said that this was the Endgame suit.
This is the suit that he
Oh, the
when they
Buster.
come out of the cave in. You know, he has to get out of the armor because they're trapped underneath. So we have, like,
the War Machine Buster. Is that
canopy.
from the movie?
This
No, it was
this
not.
is.
Yeah, this is, but not the Buster.
Okay.
The Buster
Lego's
must be
advertising
comic
it as Endgame War Machine Buster. That's weird.
I wanted to bring up some photos of Ivy. I did the triple review for to show everybody, and since then everybody's been getting them in hand. So I just wanted to show you some of the collector photos that have been posted. They all look very good. If you're on the fence, I can verify that it does look very good in person. There are still some differences. But I'm really happy that collectors are finally getting her because that was another one that people had to kind of wait for. Anybody want to say anything about Ivy?
She looks great.
Good clean paintwork on her. But anyway, the major difference was the hair color, and then it was wasn't major, but there was a difference. But you could see like there's her hair color compared to mine. It's just a little bit darker. Eye placement slightly different, but I was looking at production photos, and even those had the little white corner. So it's hard to say, but I think people are going to be happy with her regardless. Really beautiful statue. Makes me excited for the Joker.
Yeah.
This one's from Iron Studios. This is 1/10 scale, obviously, with the Venom movie coming out here real soon. I think that movie looks really good. I still haven't seen the first one yet. But this is 1/10 scale. Look how shiny it looks.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the movie comes out Friday, right? Or sometimes Thursday.
I think so.
Night. This Friday?
Yeah, that's
I
correct.
think so, yeah.
Yep.
The base reminds me of the Killer Croc base a lot. Very similar with what they did. But again, they have the Venom here. This is the size of him. And then in addition to him, we also, I guess I had more photos of him than I thought. In addition to him, we also have Carnage as well. Man, I had a lot of photos of him. Jeez. There's Carnage.
They look good.
So
Yep.
I think he looks pretty cool with all the things flying off.
Yep.
Very similar base, but he looks pretty cool.
Those look good.
Great for the 1/10 collector. Again, they're putting these out like every other week. It seems like, and they're getting them out quick to collectors. So congratulations if you're a 10 scale collector. They also showed off a whole bunch over the last week. We had Polka Dot Man. These are 1/10. Also, crap, I can't think of his name.
Peacekeeper.
Yeah, thank you.
What? Oh, is it?
Warhawk.
No, it's Bloodsport. No.
Warpath.
Bloodsport.
Yeah, it's Bloodsport.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
Bloodsport?
there you go. Yeah, Bloodsport. And this is Warpath, I think, right? Warhawk or Warpath.
Warpath.
Yeah.
Warpath. These are 10th. We also had the Nightmare Batman, which I think people will be excited about him. This is a quarter scale piece here. So obviously, I think this one could be pretty popular. This is the Mandalorian version.
She looks really good in this picture, but in some of the screen grabs from that presentation, the portrait didn't look as good as it does here. So I'm going to take a wait and see approach on this one.
I don't feel like this looks much like her. I mean, I feel like it does a little bit, but I don't feel like it's 100% there for sure for me.
Yeah, well, the other pictures are worse.
And that's scary then. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's quarter scale. This is back to 10th. I thought this was kind of fun, kind of a little diorama with Luke. I believe this is quarter.
Yeah.
A Vision quarter.
Yeah.
So that'll be.
That likeness is not quite there yet either.
Yeah.
No,
Still got some work.
Rough.
For sure. This is a quarter cap. So again, we're talking, this is, if you can't afford or don't have space for the Queen Studios, I think this is a nice alternative at quarter scale.
That pose is more like what you see in the movie.
Yes.
Than the half scale one.
Yes, very much so, where he kind of he twists his torso.
Yep.
So yeah, I agree. So I think this one has potential, I think, for collectors.
Mm-hmm.
Back to 10th. This is from the What If series.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, it is a fun one. I think this one will be popular.
How did they do her face?
Yeah, it's still
like
kind of
animated.
Yeah,
Okay.
These photos are not great, but they're still that animated look. So that's I thought that was cool. And this new Wolverine I thought looked pretty cool. Got Logan there.
Logan, yeah.
Yeah. This I believe is quarter scale.
That's the winner.
Yeah. This one, the portrait on her is phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're going to sell a boatload of those if they price it right.
Yes, I agree.
Have they even made a quarter scale Scarlet Witch?
Not that
not in the movie.
Not in the movie, right?
Yeah. Or not. Well, this is from the show, but no, they have not. Have this guy from the newest Marvel film, and people haven't really loved this face or the likeness. They also had a 10 scale Dark Side, which I think he'll be a big piece. he looked pretty good. Let's see, move on a little bit. We have some in-hand photos from Queen Studios. How do you think this quarter scale piece turned out? Lightness, I think this one turns out good. I don't know if the lightness for me is as sharp as it was when they originally showed it, but I still think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think?
I think it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks good.
There's an unboxing video already out on this, and it looks really good.
I think that obviously, they're going to be doing a lot of movie pieces, and it's exciting to finally see this one in hand. It also makes me really excited for those like Jeff that picked up the Wonder Woman. I think she'll be coming next.
Yeah. I ordered this one too.
Yeah. Oh, you did order this one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. So you probably haven't got any shipping thing on it though yet, right?
No, I asked our friendly neighborhood distributor about it, and I think they're just shipping, so it's going to be a couple of months probably.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Like that angle, I think that looks like him to me.
Yeah.
For sure.
I actually think this looks more like him than the full scale bust that they're doing.
And we'll take a look at that too, and we'll compare here. It also has a shield, so you can obviously take that off. It looks good. And then the details on the base. I still don't know if that's Herbie the Love Bug there. I'm still not sure what that is from, but I love the detail here.
Chris, Eric got bumped off. He's waiting to come back on in the waiting room.
Okay. Let me go back here so I can see what I'm doing. Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just wanted to come back being next to Jeff. Sorry.
That's how we can we can rotate around.
That's why if we just take turns leaving and move.
That's right.
We'll have a show where the chat can guess who's going to what position. Who's next to move.
It'll be fun. So speaking of the life-size bust that Jeff was just talking about, here are some. We talked about it last week, but here's some photos from an event. It's always different under like actual lighting. You guys feel like it looks the same? You feel like it's lost a little something? What do you guys think?
I mean, you can still tell it's him. I like it.
Yeah. It's a little puffy cheeked.
Yeah, I still see that. Yeah.
There's something off, and I can't say what it is, but there's something a little bit off.
Maybe the mouth too. It's definitely from the nose down. Yeah. Something's not.
I feel like his eyes are really good with the kind of that little bit mini, like that concerned look.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that fans overall will be happy with this piece. It's expensive.
So speaking of our friendly neighborhood distributor, the half-scale Captain America is now up for pre-order.
Oh, there you go. And it'll go quick. Don't tell Jeff Morris. See, like Jeff's like, crap, I just sold all my Marvel stuff. Now I'm gonna have to like sell my Batman things. You can sell me that. You can sell me the Dark Knight one. I'll buy it from you, Jeff.
Okay.
I
thought about selling Batman Who Laughs. That'd pay for it.
It will pay for it.
That will pay for it. Yeah.
You can get over $2,000 for that, no problem.
I could probably get, including shipping.
Yep, no doubt.
Plus, you can say chains never used.
No, it's on.
No, they are on now.
Oh, they are.
Chains are on.
Very good.
Let's move on to this one. This one's from Kotobukiya, and I think this one looks really cool. I'm continuing to be impressed with what they're putting out here lately. And again, a much more affordable type statue, but I still feel like it looks high end.
Yep. 1/6 scale on that one.
Yeah, 1/6.
It's really good.
Colors are very vibrant and shiny.
Their 1/6 scale adventures look good.
I like how it's like at an angle. Like there's a lot going for this piece.
19 inches tall.
Nice. That's pretty. That's going to be a sizable piece.
Yep.
So anyway, I'll show you a few more photos here. I threw this in. We recently reviewed the prototype of the Scarecrow, and I think I just want to reiterate that in person, this thing looks really great. I wish I could have kept it longer, but I have already shipped it out, and it's on its way, allegedly, to New York Comic Con. So hopefully it'll make the show.
Can you believe that in a short period of time, we got Sideshow, XM, and Tweeterhead doing Scarecrow?
Yes.
That's amazing.
It's pretty amazing. The colors were really nice and vibrant. A lot of detail on this piece. But anyway, I just wanted to share some photos in case people missed it. Let's see. Did it sell any of you any more seeing the video? Like, did you think it looked better than you thought it would? Or are you still kind of like, it's just not Scarecrow to me?
It's just
That
not
part.
to me.
Yeah.
It's great, but it's like,
Yeah, you have to really be into
Yeah,
that samurai
Yeah,
line,
you
and
do.
it's just not for everybody. If you're into that line, it's fantastic. But
Yeah.
if that's not your cup of tea,
Yep,
then,
I agree
you know,
100%.
But I
I
think
don't know. I mean,
most
I've got 4 of the samurai line, and I don't, there's no, mistaking who each of the 4 of them are. You know what I mean? Batman, Batgirl, Harley, and Deathstroke. There's no mistaking. This one, I don't like the fact that I have to think about who it is.
I think if it had that hat on it, that other face might have made more scarecrowy.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the face. I just think the hat's weird. It's almost like they leaned a little bit too hard into the samurai aesthetic. Maybe.
maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But I agree.
I'm also comparing him to Sideshow's Scarecrow, which I think is about perfect, at least to me.
Yeah. I
It's a
agree.
great piece. Absolutely,
Yep.
it is. So anyway, we'll move on from that. This was up for pre-order today. This is 1/10 scale, but look at the lightness on the 10 scale.
That is the best 1/10 scale piece I have ever seen.
I agree. It is. It is phenomenal. I think it was $250. I think for her, so she's pricey. It's got a lot going on, but that lightness is just insane. How good it is.
Yep.
By far, I think their best lightness on a 10 scale, without a doubt.
not to go down a rabbit hole, I just don't understand the appeal
Of the 10 scale.
of her.
Oh, of her.
Oh,
I think she's a terrible character.
I liked her. I liked
Well,
WandaVision a lot.
I can't get over the fact that she mind raped everybody and was just like, no, I'm gonna fly off. I'm not gonna apologize to anybody. Forget you people. F off. There was nothing redeemable or likable about her as a character. I just can't.
Yeah, but I think that is on the road to Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just
she's
a
going to
teaser.
turn into a really bad villain briefly.
Oh, that could be interesting.
she's a complicated individual.
She is definitely a complicated individual. Absolutely. But
There
anyway,
was a
great.
lot of trauma.
Yes. Oh, for sure. Been dealt a lot of blows in her life, that's for sure. But I just think this one looks great. Look at that. That looks so much like her. It's crazy.
Looks a little sad.
Yeah, a little sad. Well, her life's kind of sad. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. This one
It
was
looks
also
great.
teased.
The likeness is crazy on that.
Yeah, it is crazy. This one is the White Knight Batmobile and Batman. But look at the size of this thing.
Yeah.
This was teased. This is obviously the prototype they're working on. It feels like it's very similar to that third scale Catwoman with this massive bike. I don't know if
Sean
you guys saw-
Murphy.
Yeah. Yep. Sean Murphy.
Also at Comic-Con, New York.
Oh, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. So anyway, look at this. You can only imagine how big. Look at the size of the base.
That's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be crazy. But anyway, I just want to share that in case people might have missed it. These are the McFarlanes that we showed, but they had more photos of them. Just if anybody's interested in this line, this is part of the Three Jokers.
He put out a Suicide Squad line too. I just saw.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and I think one of these was like a Walmart exclusive, and that pissed people off.
Target.
Target. Okay, Target.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's I just have photos.
I
of
direct from eBay because that's where they go.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you
100%.
had that one too. It's like a figure, but it has a sculpted cape and it also has like a fabric cape. And
Yes.
it was a Target exclusive, and that thing
That's
was
cool.
sold out.
I bet it
Yeah.
did. All the employees take them.
Yeah, no, I mean the only place you can get it is eBay for sure. I mean, the same thing happens with all the Masters of the Universe things too. It's nuts.
I believe it. This is that Prime 1 Gotham by Gaslight that we were referring to earlier. It's shipping now, finally. But here's some photos of what it looks like. Again, this is not a scale that I collect, but after seeing these photos, this is one that I've liked all along. I think the detail on it's fun. I know not everybody liked these little wisps of smoke. It doesn't bother me any, but lots of great detail. I really like that. Obviously, a reference from the original comics. I like the ironwork on this one, but what I wanted to show you was this photo here.
That's big.
It's big. It's a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be.
Wow.
So this is one that I definitely would consider. I just seeing it with these guys, and again, I don't know which channel this is. I apologize, but I did just take the screen grab because I was like, this could be a really fun, impactful piece with the comic display behind it.
Do we know what the price is on this one?
I think it was like $450 maybe.
Oh, $450.
Wow.
I think it was very reasonable.
Turned out
Yeah, I
great.
thought their 1/5 pieces were around like $450, $500. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
I can't remember for sure. If somebody would look that up while we're talking
Look
about
at
it.
the
I'm
Battleholic in the
Prime
chat
One's
saying
website.
$4.99.
$4.99. I feel like that's fairly fair. It feels like a premium format.
Now I'm kind of a Dan. I'd be interested to see how the size of the figure himself, Batman himself, compares to a quarter scale.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's
There-
a good size.
There were two versions, I believe, if I remember right. I think that it was, there's a blue and a black.
I like the blue.
And I like the black. So it's like, go figure. Yeah, we'll split it. Yeah. But
I'm gonna buy the blue and paint it black.
That's what I'm gonna do. That'll be my test dummy. This one also, we actually have a review coming out this week, or probably maybe into next week. A guest review of this piece. This is the XM Red Hood, and I think he turned out really well. What do you guys think of this one? Did you like it?
Yeah, from all the
Yeah.
collectors getting it in, they seem very happy with him.
The only thing that bothers me is I feel like it's a little small.
Yeah, he is.
Next to some Tweeterhead, obviously it's different companies, but I did feel like he was maybe a little bit small.
I feel like Jason Todd's a big guy though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you look at him next to Batman, if he's standing up straight, he'd probably be about right.
Now, has the review video? Could I have already seen that?
I probably put it up to members
Okay, because
already.
it looks really good.
It does look really good. The video is really fun to take a look at. So definitely stay tuned to the channel. But I believe members already had a look at it, Jeff. And again, I'll plug the membership here. If you're interested in seeing videos early, you can hit the join button down below for early access to our videos. So I just want to thank everybody that's already a member. Again, your support is absolutely incredible. So thank you very much. I just peaked up at 171 people still watching, guys. Thank you so very much. But yeah, absolutely. If you guys want early access, you can click that button down below. Did you guys see anything tonight that is a must-have for you if you had the money, had the space?
I saw a really nice airbrush on Amazon.
All right, so you're gonna email it to me? You gotta send me the link.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm so nervous. Oh my god! The only statue that I've ever painted. Well, I did. I don't know if I showed you guys. I think I have. Where I did. I took one of the Sideshow legendary scale busts and I turned it into Poison Ivy.
Yep, I remember that.
I did that one, and then I did that repaint on the Red Hood.
Yep.
From Prime 1, where I added the decoupage or that made them shiny. But those are the only two things, and they both turned out okay. But it does make me nervous.
I just got a new member
Oh my gosh, really?
in the chat.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Batman 52.
Batman 52. Thank you very much for joining us. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your membership. That's fantastic. Thank you. Welcome. You're going to have that little icon next to your name as well. And you can also use the special emojis as well whenever you comment. One is my crazy face. So anyway, David P. Murphy says everybody should join this channel and become a member. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate that, David. Thank you. And Mike agreed. So thank you very much. So that's the photos. Again, did you guys any must-haves other than Dan's airbrush?
There's a few maybes for me. maybe the Scarlet Witch quarter scale, and maybe the quarter scale Ahsoka from Iron Studios.
I see you picking up the Scarlet Witch for sure.
Mhm.
If that face stays the same, like I think that'll be a very popular piece.
Yeah, I do too.
I do, especially with the colors and the likeness. I think it's really well done.
Anybody going to order the half scale Cap?
In a perfect world, I would.
Mm-hmm.
I would too. I would love to have it, but it just doesn't fit right now and doesn't fit my budget. I've got freaking life size Harley Quinn and Joker bust to pay for. That's that's $8,000 right there.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I forgot to mention I did cancel the Sideshow Harley bust.
Okay.
Well, there you go. There's half of Captain America.
So that was a cancellation there. $10 super chat. Thank you so much from Leo M. $10. I'm formulating my Mount Rushmore of comic book artists. I have Jack Kirby, Neil Adams, and Frank Miller. Who's fourth?
Jim Lee.
Will Eisner, Steve Ditko, John Byron. Is it Byron?
John Byrne.
Brian Stranko, John Romita. Is that
John
something?
Romita Sr.
Okay. Obviously, he's coming from a time frame, whenever he was growing up. Obviously, Jack Kirby, Neil Adams, Frank Miller. Yeah, I would put Jim Lee right there. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's so hard to say. I mean, my gosh, Kirby started in the early 40s.
Yeah.
If you're talking Mount Rushmore, you got to have Kirby on there.
Oh, he's already got Kirby. He's just wanting the fourth. He's wanting the fourth.
Wow.
It's tough.
That is so tough.
But like for me, I wouldn't put Frank Miller in there.
I wouldn't either.
I don't care for his art.
I agree.
I think everybody would have their own.
Yeah.
Jim Lee and Neil Adams are probably my favorite Batman.
Yeah, these are artists who, certainly a lot of them pioneers in a lot of ways. I mean, a lot of the original early on, like you said, Jack Kirby started in the 40s. So there's no modern day artists on this list. So
crazy. Edwin, yes, I do know my comic book artists, but I obviously came from the late 70s, early 80s generation. And so.
Well, then you should definitely know how to pronounce John Byrne.
I know.
Burn.
I know. I'm going to chalk it up that I just had major surgery and I've lost 42 pounds and I lost all my nutrition and my brain power. So that's what I'm going to chalk that up to. For sure, but yeah,
he's malnourished.
I am malnourished. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it up to Leo and the entire community that's pissed off at me right now. I am going to go research those names, and I guarantee I'll see some of that art, some of the and be like, okay.
Out of the names you picked,
that's what happens when we're live. When you're live, there's no retakes.
There is
no.
Out
of the names you listed, I would go Will Eisner. I mean, you have the Eisner Award. That's a big deal. So, I mean, that would be the one I would pick out of what he said.
Jerry Bourne wants a roast from Delaney. roast me, roast Chris.
Jim Delaney.
I love it. Anyway, thanks again to Leo so much for that $10 super chat. Thank you very much. That does go right back in the channel, so thank you very much. So now that I've embarrassed myself to some degree, anything else you guys want to talk about before we head out tonight?
And on that note, he's wrapping it up.
Yeah, that's right. I have to save face now,
Hey, Chris, we bought our magic keys at Disneyland the other day.
That is fantastic. So what tier did you buy?
We bought the Believe, so the second one down. Not the most expensive, but the second one down.
All right. I've heard, some negatives and some positives from fans already in that area. I don't know if you ever watched Fresh Baked. He's fantastic. He's been covering Disneyland for years, and he's been watching crowds ever since that program went back. It's gotten a lot busier, but looking at some of those blackout dates, it really screws over people that want to go during the weekends.
You know what? The blackout dates you can anticipate. What I didn't anticipate is how quickly the reservations fill up.
Yes.
So, for example, next month, all Sundays are already booked, all of them.
It's crazy. We've contemplated going in November. Yeah, we haven't made up our mind yet. But I do worry about being able to get some dates. And it's like, do we just go ahead and get them now, and then if we don't go, we don't go. I don't know. But we've debated about the Keys program as well. We're gonna have to do some math. But now that we're DVC owners down in Florida, at the Polynesian, we're probably going to go still at least twice a year. We think it'll be, and we didn't think that because we didn't buy direct from Disney, we bought offhand, and we didn't think that we could get that DVC tier, but we can. We found out we can, even if you don't buy direct from Disney. So it might be worth it. I think it was like $800 or $900. So it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So we might do that. It would make sense, but I guess we'll see. But congratulations, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So I will say this again, fingers crossed for Jeff to get his Deadpool in hopefully very, very soon. Also, I bet. And then also to Dan, hopefully he has some really good news from our local friendly retailer that will be shipping his out as well. Fingers crossed that all goes well. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. We had planned this to do an hour, so we did a little longer tonight. So again, I apologize for keeping the gallery longer than I thought. I'm actually going to go upstairs right now, and we're going to watch the brand new Harmonious, which is the brand new Epcot show that premiered tonight for the 50th. So I'm excited to watch that. The last show was last night, and this is the brand new show tonight. So anyway, we'll wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I do want to plug next week's show. We are going to be doing the auction show. So that'll be next week. Then we have a very special guest interview coming up as well. We have our Halloween show. We'll probably have our Sideshow live reaction show in there somewhere for Spooktacular. So definitely, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel. Please make sure you have that bell notification on. Please make sure you hit the like button. That does help with the YouTube algorithm. Please, this dude right here, not this dude, but this, if I can get the angle right, this guy right over here, please subscribe to Secret Sanctuary. Make sure you've done that as well. Again, Lawrence, it was great to have you back on tonight. That was awesome. Hopefully we can get you back on more often. And again, thanks everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. Gentlemen, have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you soon right here in the Batcave. Good night, everybody.
See y'all.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Good night.
See you.